Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Path to Glory cards to check out today. A couple of cool things, to be honest. You know what? The whole team is actually pretty interesting. I was checking out the Ericsson card, which, to be honest, definitely needs an upgrade here and there for him to be a very nice card. Although, he definitely looks pretty nice with a finisher chemistry style, right? The finisher boosting the dribbling, the shooting and stuff. We're definitely going to check that card out whenever we get our hands on it. But, yeah, the whole promo has started off okay so far. Not bad at all. The whole team is actually really nice, to be fair. Like Griezmann, Vinicius, Havertz, Foden. A lot of very cool choices here. Verratti's a really sick card. Gnabry, I think it was his freeze card that needed a dribbling upgrade, and he would have been sick too. So a lot of very, very cool cards. My boy Giyu over here has some player picks to open, so we could talk about some regular stuff while we open these bad boys. I've already opened a few of them. We've packed Jordi Alba, Douglas Costa, and Vertonghen so far. I'm going to call the title 50 of these player picks before you guys look at me and be like, yo, Inception, like, just put 50. If it's going to be 49, just put 50. Because I used to get that all the time before, which, to be fair, actually makes a lot of sense. It's weird to put on the title 49 player picks. It's kind of like when I have the SBC pulls from you guys. Like, what was it? It was the... There's some SBC pulls that I get where, you know, the value of the amount that I actually have is like 27, but I'll be like, okay, it's 25 or it's 20 or whatever, right? So that way people don't get annoyed by me putting like a 27, because I swear I used to actually get comments like that, which was hilarious. Giyu is actually starting off really hot here with some pretty decent fodder player picks, so not too bad so far. I am personally hoping that he gets one of these cards, because I do have to review them whenever I get the chance to. But yeah, the promo's not necessarily too disappointing so far. I do think the Jota SBC could be a little bit expensive, but there is the variable of him getting upgraded, because it's hard to judge the price of a card when they're still gonna get upgraded, you know, especially when it's like 4 or 5 different rounds, which is definitely going to be a very cool thing. If Portugal goes all the way, that Jota card is going to be really nuts to work with, because of the 5-star capability, you know, the average body type working with some pretty good strength while having good base stats for dribbling will definitely be a very cool thing. So yeah, both of the SBCs were really cool. I think the value of the Gutsa SBC was very fair, like 190k for a 5-star skiller that gets a link to Doomfreeze. There's a couple of obvious things that you can work with for sure. So this is the first page so far for the 80+. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. 83 for this one. But yeah, like I said, the promo's starting off nice. I will try my best to get all the reviews for all the cards. When I don't do reviews, guys, I don't mean it in like a bad way, like, no, I refuse to review this card. It's just like, it depends on my mental state when it comes to like actually playing the game, because this game can be exhausting to play gameplay wise, because it's god awful, right? So it just depends on what threshold I have, but I do try my best to review as many of the cards as possible. And in this case, I feel like all of the cards are cool to review in their own way, because of the fact that there is a potential upgrade with them, right? Like if they get upgraded in the future and there's certain stats that are increased for them to be really good, it'll definitely be really nice to work with too, because their base card stats for these cards, guys, is already solid, right? So the card by itself is already sick for a lot of them. It's more just a matter of the fact that they could get upgraded and be absolute monsters, which is obviously something that's going to be really cool to work with. But a couple good center back cards that I'm looking at here. There's a right back Llorente. Wow. You know what? The right back Llorente position player switch is a good call. That is a very good call. It's a right back, is it not? I'm seeing it on Footbin right now. Yeah, it is actually a right back card. You know why that makes a lot of sense? Because I didn't change his skill moves or weak foot, but that in the right back position is perfectly fine, especially if you actually want to use him as a center back. But lean body type is something that we're going to have to experiment with whenever we do get our hands on him. But the cost of the player right now is at 1 million coins, which is a little bit crazy. But obviously with the fullbacks in the center back position being meta, it makes a little bit of sense, you know? Couple of 83s, couple of 83s. Okay, so nothing crazy so far for my boy Giyu. 2 pages, I believe, or 2.5 pages so far. At least he's getting decent fodder for player SBCs in the future. This is the guy that does help me out with the player SBC content and regular player reviews if he actually gets them on his account. He just lets me know if he ever ends up packing them. I think EA understood that a lot of people were going to save the player picks. But then again, it depends on your luck, right? Some people are super lucky and just pack like 3 of them in one go, right? But Giyu's been kind of unlucky recently. Like, he hasn't really packed anything crazy. I remember there was a time period, I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago, when I used to do player picks from him. I was just packing players from left, right, and center, man. But yeah, his luck has been diminishing a little bit when it comes to these bad boys. But we did pack him a Harry Kane first owner, so he'll be happy about that one. But yeah, nothing too crazy so far. But yeah, guys, like I said, I will try my best to review all the cards as much as I possibly can. A lot of very interesting cards to review, with Kai Havertz being a striker, 4-star, 4-star capabilities. He looks usable with an engine, but the shot power is low, but I'd still use the card for sure. The reason I'd give him an engine is because balance is at an 86, so that's something we have to try out, right, with an engine chemistry style. You know, he's extinct on the PlayStation, but on the Xbox I could pick him up, which is great. That's why I have the accounts from Crime on the Xbox, because they actually pop up on the market more, which is obviously really, really good for me here. What other cards do we have here? So we got Griezmann to review. I think Griezmann is extinct on both consoles right now. He is extinct on both consoles right now. So that'll be a tough card to get. We'll see if we can get our hands on him afterwards. Giyu has been super unlucky with these player picks today. Let me know if you guys are actually doing the 80+ player picks and whether or not you guys are actually packing anything from these bad boys. But yeah, Giyu's been in the mud recently, man. Nothing crazy for him. What's crazy is that if he packs any of these guys, they're cool player picks to get. Any of them would be dope for sure. Dembele has a flashback, so a little bit of cheek there. Last but not least, it's going to be an 83 Yuri Berchiche. Yeah, Giyu's been he's been super unlucky, man. His fodder started off okay. I mean, he's gonna use all of these cards for fodder anyways, for sure. But to do 50 of these things and not even get a single one is definitely very, very unlucky for sure. Yeah. Just gonna go ahead and exit and sort items later so he can actually see what squad he's working with. But yeah, guys, with the promo, Foden's card 94 at 1.4 mil. He's actually available on the PlayStation, but not on the Xbox. That's actually hilarious. This card has really good dribbling stats. Medium work rates, traits, technical dribbler. He is a 4-star player, left-footed. This is a card you'd give a hunter to, I think, or a hawk, because a hawk would boost his long shots, because center of gravity is low for him at 5'7" lean body type, so maybe he takes some good finesse shots outside the 18 with the long shot. Boost? Maybe. Some cards are different, man. Their body type makes them shoot in certain ways. Like, Götze was really weird in the finesse shot, but maybe Foden actually hits them well. That is obviously something we're going to see in-game, of course. What else do we got here? We got Llorente right back, which is great. Vinicius is a 5-star skiller, so obviously a lot of people are going to try to get their hands on this bad boy, especially with that marksman chemistry style. Marksman chemistry style looks really cool for him. It's kind of reminding you of that like Summer Heat card that we got. I think it was a Summer Heat card last year. That was very solid too. Jota we already reviewed. Pretty cool card for what it is. Again, with the upgrades, definitely a huge variable there. Acuna, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot is very unlucky. But at the same time, with him being a center mid, there's a couple things you can work with. If you use him as a CDM, he'll definitely be dope, especially with the anchor chemistry style, for sure. Even as a shot power, which is really dope. You know what? As a center mid, in a 4-2-2, he wouldn't be bad. The only thing that you have to take into consideration is obviously the 3-star weak foot. But again, if Argentina get far in the competition for, I think in their case, it's the Copa America, wouldn't necessarily be bad either. Definitely a nice card too. We'll check him out too, because he looks like a fullback as well, right? If I put him in the left back position, Verratti definitely looks really cool as well. Oh, this card is really saucy. Wow, because he already has like he has shooting and defending, and then if you give him a defensive boost with Shadow, yeah, this card is pretty nutty as center mid, to be honest. 4-star, 4-star 2, medium high work rates, eh? Interesting. Yeah, I am curious to see how this card's going to perform, because medium attacking work rates with 99 attacking positioning is definitely going to be an interesting one, as I use the 4-1-2-2. But not only that, but his transition speed might not actually be that bad. But he is 5'5", so I don't see his interceptions. I see his interceptions being okay, just not like necessarily like crazy, obviously, right? Like with a card like De Jong, right? De Jong's team of the season card. De Jong is at least 5'11", which is a decent height to have, obviously, in game, especially for a CDM with medium-high work rates. But yeah, that's Verratti right there. Yashiki, De Ligt, Hazard. These ones are like the generic ones, not Eriksen. People are not really checking out Eriksen right now because of the fact that he's like not crazy right now, but he is still a gameplay objective that you can unlock. So we're definitely going to check him out too if we can. And then the rest of it is pretty cool too. So yeah, guys, I will definitely try my best to review as many of the cards as I possibly can. So stay tuned for that. 4-star, 4-star for this bad boy with increased dribbling stats. Jeez, there it is, boys. This card might be really saucy, because this freeze one, the only thing that was off with him was the dribbling. With 89, 87 with a unique body type, that was the only thing that's off. But this one might actually be a really, really sick card to work with. So definitely curious to check him out. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.